Hi friends, Shailesh again from Exclusive Information. Today I have Janardhan. He is a professional trainer. He trains healthcare professionals. So over to Janardhan.
Um, Today I'm going to talk about learning as a process. Learning, whether it is academic learning or any general learning for that matter, it's quite simple. We have made things so complex by creating all unnecessary strings attached to that. In fact, learning is as simple as just understanding somebody's name and what do they do and how to prepare a simple dish. It should be as simple as that. So the academic learning should be something in a very natural way. So if you look at any understanding or any learning, it depends on some amount of imagination. So to make any child actually imagine something, it is a simple thought. So that is the reason why actually even educationists, even if you look at the process of where cognitive learning is all depend on, it all actually promotes one particular thing, that's actually the imagination. It is better to read some stories to children instead of making a child to watch a cartoon for hours together. So the more cognitive ability is actually possible when the child is exposed more and more to something like an opportunity to create something in its own mind. So the learning starts from a very first step of attention. And the second step is about imagining something. And the third important part is actually the recollection. So let's take a simple example of how attentively you listen to a particular topic, or how effectively you imagine that topic in your mind. And are you able to recollect that in your mind very often? That is actually the important clue. So if you call this actually like an AIR technique, I call it as an AIR technique because A standing for attention, the I standing for imagination, and R actually stands for recollection. So I believe this process, if not actually to learn any rocket science, this is enough to understand your high school understanding. So in case if you want to know more about it, we can probably create some more videos about this. But today I am going to talk about only in a simple form. Let's take an example of understanding a particular, since I am from the life science background and especially of healthcare, this one I'll take an example of, let's say a particular bacteria. See, now the child has to learn something about a particular bacteria. Say I'm going to talk about a peculiar bacteria which the child hasn't actually come across. So now very simple topic is this. Let us say, if I say a tiger, don't you understand that? The whole idea of understanding is this. See, when I say tiger, you get that image or the picture of the tiger in your mind. That means you know what is a tiger. So now, if I say an elephant, obviously you get the picture in your mind. So that means you have understood that elephant. But if I say Pseudomonas aeruginosa, did you get the picture in your mind? No, because you haven't imagined this in your mind or you haven't seen this picture anywhere. So if you have seen this, obviously it is easy for you to recollect it. So this is the point of actually imagining after attentively listening to that. Let me explain this, the Pseudomonas aeruginosa. It's a bacteria. It is visible under microscope. They look something like a transparent in a normal condition. If you put some dye into that, it shows some color. Now if I keep on explaining all the physical attributes of bacteria, the image starts creating in your mind. So when the image, what I am actually explaining, it matches exactly the same thing what the child actually starts imagining in its mind. If they match, that's it. That is actually the understanding. The simple process of making anyone understand is this: attentively listening to someone, and actually the person who is explaining is also explaining up to that extent, and the imagination is the match. That is actually the learning. So now, after imagining this in your mind, all that you have to do is just recollect it. If you recollect it, They remain in actually on the superficial layers of your mind, so they remain for at least for 24 hours without recollecting anything. But next day it is all the more important, just recollect it for a few seconds. So as my observation goes, it's like this. To understand anything, you may take, let's say, 1 minute. But to recollect it, it doesn't take more than 6 seconds. So the process of attentively listening, imagining and recollecting, these are the 3 basic steps to understand any topic. Thank you very much. I'll probably explain more about each process in coming lessons. Please let me know your feedback, and it will be more grateful to you to incorporate many more topics in my videos like this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hi. That was Janardhan, expert for learning, and thank you, Janardhan, for all the information. So guys, we have the examination, the academics coming around the corner, so let's keep learning as simple as possible. Let's not pressurize the children for learning, and let's make it a happy experience. Okay? Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do subscribe if you have not subscribed, and please share this link with your friends so that they will also be benefited by this. Great day. Goodbye till the next episode. Bye-bye.